Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for that small break. We are back. And with me, I have... Who are you?
Stuffed Shark.
I'm sorry, I didn't communicate beforehand, but I have Stuffed Shark with me. He's going to be the action caster for this second round. I'm your color commentator, Plague, and we have Revive versus Momentum Team. I'm excited. And you know why I'm excited, Stuffed Shark?
Why is that?
Because I think Revive is a little bit of an underdog team. I'm gonna be real. I've seen them practice, scrim, and just really, tough it out in days, weeks of just training. So I'm hyped to see this new one.
Wow.
So last round, we saw Banditos take the victory, and this is Revive versus Team Momentum. I'm not seeing them in the match just yet, but as soon as we do, we will be in. So tell me about yourself, Shark. Just talk. Let's chat.
Let's have a chat, I guess. A bit of a background for those who don't know me. I've been shot casting in Surgery Sandstorms. Every single game of competitive Sandstorm has basically been casted by me for the most part. I've been casting for just about every single org, including not just Firefight, but also Push, which is the premier mode, at least for Insurgency. And I thought I'd try something new with Due Process. It looked really promising. I decided to send it early access, and I thought I'd hop in, and so far it's been an amazing experience. It's been a really big game changer and with a really different pace, but it still has that tactical flow that I definitely love and enjoy. And the new maps changing all the time really does spice up every single engagement. You're never going to have the same firefight with the same people, the same plays. Every single moment and every single second is different and unique. And that's something very hard to find nowadays in a lot of competitive shooters, especially ones like this. So Due Process... It's definitely exciting to see where the game develops.
Absolutely, couldn't have said it better than myself, because that's your story. But I have the quick lineup as we're hopping into these next match. It will be Mashis, Mighty, Dazik, Razor, and Voxel, as well as on Revive we have OG Reese, Augmentia, Rain, USDA Certified, and Lewis. Let's hop right in. So Revive will be on the attacking side at the start, and Team Momentum will be on the defending. Let's talk about this first map as soon as I load in. I did not have time to bring up the new stats. I do apologize about that, but I did want to, so I think it's the thought that matters. Here we go. This is our Kill House map. Oh, Stuffed Shark's game has crashed, so I will be taking the reins for just a little second until he can get back in. Kill House, this is Secure Rush. Alrighty. We see Breezeway, a mechanic or a part of the map we haven't seen in a little while, if memory serves, and our bomb is in Office. We have 3 ways to get in, one being Breezeway itself, which can lead into Club or into Kitchen, and then 2 red doors, one in Courtyard and one in Lockers. I think this is one of the most side balanced, and when I mean side balanced, I mean the doors are kind of scattered all over the place. Just because you can come in through Breezeway and get to Kitchen or Club. You can come through both red doors, get to Lockers or Club as well, and find the bomb directly in the center. In terms of the planning and what we're going to see, attackers, I think they should just play it safe and just go through Breezeway. Take it a little bit slow right now. Work their way into Club, then work their way into Office. I hope the defender will have someone, just one person, sitting up here in backstage. If the attackers don't peek that, or not peek, but check that corner angle, punishment. I hope the defenders can hide somewhere back there and use it to really knock them from behind and just rattle them up for this first round.
Alrighty, it looks like we have a bit of a slow push coming in from Revive on that backside towards Courtyard. If they do push in Courtyard, they're going to run right into Razor, who is set up with that KNU 82 and a nice barbed wire to prevent that push. But it looks like they might be going on the upper side of backstage. They are playing it relatively safe, but they're making a lot of sound, which means we can't see a bit of movement coming in from Momentum. Looks like they're looking to peek through the breezeway. Still safe, still alive. There's no one currently in Kitchen. Here comes the door breach and the smoke on Kitchen and the push through breezeway as they now begin to push the club. Here comes the flashbang. 2 flashes come out. Lewis will get the kill into Beziek. Looks like Razor will actually somehow damage himself there and take himself out. Augmenta will get the kill into MyGS in the meantime. Vox will get the kill into USA Certified as Razor takes out Rain and they take control of club. That is Revive takes control of club as Voxel waits for that push with that NEC as Macius looks for that shot with the Ingmar. Vox will get the kill on Augmentia pushing in there. Macius will get the kill onto OG Reese and Lewis will take out Macius, leaving it to a 1v1 scenario and Lewis will come out on top. That is the first round in favor of Revive, 1-0.
That was insane for that first round. They got in, took him down quick, and Lewis with that 3K, fantastic for this first round, was able to secure the victory for them. Lewis really, really not caring. I don't want to say caring, but he did a fantastic job of clutching it out for Revive against Voxel. I forgot the other one. Might have been Macius.
I think it was Macius, yeah.
Good nonetheless. Now to our second round. This will be... I'm a guess. Let's say Factory. Let's hope it's Factory. That'd be cool if I can guess this, but first one was Kill House. No charts were used, and it is Factory. To be fair, I think it always goes Kill House, Factory, C-Store. I'm noticing that trend. Might not be so. It might just have weird luck. Nonetheless, we're on Factory now. And interesting. The bomb is in storage. And there is a no man's land with nothing inside. Usually, if we find a no man's land in that little cubby room, we're gonna see the bomb in there. Just because we've seen it hundreds of times, I'm excited to see it different. I wonder if we're gonna have a defender sit in there and use that as some sort of hidey hole for them. If they can, and the attackers don't really think about that and don't, check that corner, I think it will be much, much fun to watch. In terms of where they're going to be breaching, this is interesting. They could go office, which ultimately will get them onto storage and to bomb site really, really quickly. So I think that's my gut reaction to go through. The other direction would be just this green door, right? Go through servers, make it into shelving, and then into storage. This will be a quick round, no matter which door you go through, except maybe docks, you're going to get to bomb site relatively quickly. And the defenders are setting up. They will be setting up an office, majorly, 3 people or so. Yes, there we go. Bezor is going to be sitting in shelving while Voxel is in servers. The other 3 will be chilling and off.
Indeed, and here comes the push now from Revive. They're going towards the fan. Looks like they're looking for some shots. It looks like Bezor trying to get a pick, or Baziek actually going for that shot through the fan. Didn't quite land the fantastic shot, but they do spot the players rotating to that bottom side. Macius set up for that push on fan, as is MyJS watching that shelving position. Looks like everyone's still thinking it might be a fan play. Here comes the breach on office. A nice Molotov to block the push. Augmentia taking some damage as Lewis will push through. Macius will get the kill on Augmentia. Here comes the flash as well onto Macius. He will rotate out. USA Certified gets the kill onto Beziek as Lewis will take out MyGS on that office position. And here comes the push out onto the shelving position here. USD will get the kill onto Macius. Razor rotating down through bomb. Rain will get the kill onto Voxel on the bottom side there. They have taken control of this lower area. Razor is in with a nice rotation. Going for the shot against USD. He will take some damage. They're looking to suppress him there. Razor is still held up in storage. No one actually playing in no man's land as a nice triple stack here from the attacking side is now looking to get this last kill onto Razor, holding it on for dear life in a 1v3 scenario. Low health on 2 of the attackers, medium health on 1 of them, but we have Razor set up in a very, very good flanking position. Here comes the breach. And what will happen? UC Certified will get that kill and certify the win for Revive 2-0.
They will certify that win. That was a lot of action that happened in our office that we saw between Lewis and Aguamentia, Mascius, and Mighty. I believe there was a lot of, just a lot of kills there. And I think Voxel fell out that window. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he was on the floor already.
I think he rotated lower from storage out in towards the office stairs there.
Okay. Rotated out of... Okay, yeah. Rain was in a tough position, right? He was the last one alive, and so he had to find an angle to hold, and he did that in storage. Ultimately, it didn't quite work out, but he was so close to getting USDA all the way down to 0 hit points. I think he did a really good job holding that. I truly do. I wouldn't have done any better to myself, I can tell you that for sure. On to our next map, C-Store. Here we are. This is Unyielding Lion. Unyielding Lion is... Oh my goodness. We have a center Tellers that is so tiny. It's a baby Tellers. In this baby Tellers, the Teller hole will be peeking that way. So you could potentially sit in this bottom left corner and shoot on the bomb. It might be a little difficult, but I think it's definitely doable. So if the attackers do want to try to charge, rush into Tellers, open up shutters, and then get a sight line onto whoever might be defending from the Teller hole, that could be a really, really justifiable plan. The other thing I'm noticing is Big Freezer. Look at how many windows we have in this freezer. This is humongous. There is only one little area where they can sit and just wait. So it's either rush in, deal some damage, rush out, or hide and peek for some damage. I think we're going to see the Tellers play. I think we're going to see defenders in office, maybe even bathroom as well. Might be worth it to get some angle right here. There will be rushing through this hole right here. Might be able to rotate around and deal some damage. This all really depends on how aggressive our defenders want to play. Maybe they want to take it a little bit slower. Maybe they do want to just wait it out.
Indeed, and I think they're going to opt to play it slow and play it safe. They are all crouch walking, or actually control walking, I believe it's called. Sneaking around the backside here towards Tellers. We do see a lot of movement coming in from Momentum, but they are just kind of waiting in a position to possibly prevent a breach in on that storefront. But they're just kind of waiting. A lot of people in Arcade, a relatively safe position that can allow for some flexibility into Freezer if necessary. But most of them playing it relatively safe on that Arcade position. Mighty JS is in position to take a relatively aggressive peek here with that auto shotty if they do opt to breach that storefront, which it looks like they're about to set up to do. Mighty JS could actually get killed from his breach if not careful. Here we go, breaching danger close. Here comes the double flash. They push through. Baziak trying to get the shot and kill. Will not get it. Mighty JS though will get pushed, and Rain will actually win the fight against Mighty JS. The power play has been made in bathroom as Rain will take out Baziak on the backside. Vox will get the kill and trade onto Augmentia. And just like that, control of Tellers and storefront. Oh, partial control as Mace with the mop shot will get the kill onto Rain. Voxel rotating as well towards office. Raze will get the kill onto Lewis. And USDA Certified looking to push in. Mace is getting another kill onto USDA Certified. USDA Certified from the grave will get the grenade kill onto Voxel as Razor is taken out by the OG Grease. And it is down to just Macius, the last person standing in a 1v1. The OG Grease versus Macius. The flash towards Macius. Bomb starting to defuse. Macius just waiting with that mop shot. It's Mop versus APS. This is definitely winnable by OG Grease. Macius does have the shot, and Macius lands the kill. He gets the round win. Just like that, Momentum will get the round win, 1-2.
I've got to say, that was a really, really great round from Macius. I do have to call you out real quick, Shark. You did call him the OG Grease. It's OG Reese.
Oh, no.
I gotta say, he's not greasy at all. OG Reese, you're a fine player.
Oops.
Grease lighten. Oh my goodness. That's all I can think about now is Grease the musical, starring famous John Travolta. Sides have swapped. This is round 4 in our second set of rounds. We're back on this breezeway map. You know, it has the breezeway, it has the 2 red doors, and Revive was able to successfully rush into breezeway and clear it out. Lewis did a fantastic job of cleaning up shop and, you know, really clutching it out for our attackers here. In terms of what can happen next, this is where the mind games start to come in. Really thinking about what's my next play and what are the attackers going to do and how can I, you know, not die from that? How can I counter that? Could be just as simple of stacking one room. It could be spreading out into really weird locations, maybe sitting up here in kitchen or something. It could be as simple as that. I think the attackers will be using one of the red doors this round. I think they need to do that. I really do. Just because it will give a rush onto the bomb site, which our defenders will not be ready for. I don't think Revive is going to be ready for that. I think if they are rushed hard enough and fast enough, they're not going to be ready and they will be taken down. They're setting up shop. Whoa, lots of barbed wire potentially being placed. 2 on breezeway, watching the green entrance. I want to say there might be one more into club office green door. Potentially not. Lewis does have a barb in hand, but he's not placing it down just yet. Maybe he wants to wait for the rotate until he can place it down.
Indeed, looks like momentum is picking up some momentum. They're going to go for the kitchen push instead of going for the opposite play that Revive did, going from club to office. They're going to go from kitchen to lockers. Looks like that's the plan. They're set up in position. Macius going for the saber shot against Augmentia with that Ingram. It looks like Macius will not get the kill per se, nor any damage, but they do spot that player in club. They know someone's over there. You can tell they're definitely focused on it. Here comes the flash. A nice Molotov to stop that push, and a good play there. Macius looking for the cross shot there. Not going to land it, as it looks like they are held off a little bit on that kitchen push. Voxel has pushed in through breezeway, actually, into a very good position if anyone on Revive looks to try and get the shot across into breezeway to stop that push. They are definitely holding it very well. We still have Lewis with that barbed wire, and we have, here comes the flashbang on kitchen. Goosey sort of fight, looking to get the shot through. He's not going to find anything just yet, as Vox now pushes into lockers. Here comes the action. Multiple flashes coming out. Razor will win the fight against USC certified as Voxel takes out Rain. Augmentia will take out Mighty GS as Razor takes out Amenia on that push. They have control of lockers. Macius coming in with the rear with that saber. Lewis still holding on, trying to get the shots through. Here comes the Molotov to stop that push by Momentum. Looking to break their momentum, quite literally speaking. Is Lewis going to set up this barbed wire now? He does, and he sets the barbed wire near the bomb. He's a little bit late round, and unfortunately this position might not be too effective, as movement can now actually just push in on the round side. But OG Reese is in position, waiting for this push. Here comes the flash. Here comes the breach. A kill for OG Reese onto Voxel as Razor takes out OG Reese, and Baziek will take out Lewis, ending their reign of terror. And Moment will take the round. Actually, Momentum will take the round 2-2.
Definitely. That was a fantastic push. It really was. So they didn't quite go what I was planning, but hey, that's the team. That's what I love to say. I love to see the different plans, the different strategies, the different everything, and it worked out. So Macius, Bazik, and Razor were all able to take this victory. Very good work.
Indeed, that was a strong push there on both sides. Really good hold by the defense there. Attackers, they went in. They obviously held up by that Molotov a little bit there, but really good counters to that. Still good positioning by Macius with that saber. Really good plays there. That late game push was pretty strong, but I think overall good plays from both sides. Ultimately, that barbed wire didn't prove to be effective at the end there, but still, well done.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a weird late placement. I don't really think it truly affected the attackers. I don't really know where else he could have placed it that late. It was a really late barbed wire, but it might have helped in the long run. Well, they did lose the round, so maybe it didn't. We're back on Spider Keyhole. Ugh, that gets me all icky. I don't like that at all. This is our kill house map. Nope, factory map. Excuse
Factory,
me.
yes.
Last time we saw an office play, and it worked out. It really did. A lot of firefighting office, and then they chased down the last player and ultimately took him down. So I could see the same thing. I really could. It's a strong push, especially if momentum can keep up that momentum and just knock out one defender at a time and really just wipe them. If they can, I think offense is a super viable strat to take.
Yeah, I can see offense being used possibly by the momentum side, but I also think servers could be used pretty well on that backside. Pushing it through shelving and pushing fast into storage could throw them off a little bit, as is the fan play on the outside. If they go for a little bit more of a longer range optics and long range weapons, that could prove to be very, very effective in that counter to what they might think as a regular office push. We'll have to see where Revive opt to defend and what they're expecting.
I do want to see maybe, a defender hides back here, which it doesn't look like they will, but if they do, just have an attacker just snipe right onto there. Because Rain is holding them off, so he will be watching these long-sighted angles.
Indeed, I think he's ready for this push towards servers or towards fans. He's in a good position to rotate for either position. Looks like the setup for the office push. Revive waiting for the office push. Is it going to happen? We see movement up above, making some movement towards the fan. We'll see if they opt to go there. Mighty GS and Baziek, though, are on the backside towards servers. Looks like they're going for a double push or a split push. 2 to 3. Here comes the fan play. Macius, Saber versus Reigns, Mop if they rotate. Macius looking to try and find somebody. They're not going to find anything just yet. Will they go for the breach? That is the question. And the answer is we're going to have to just wait and see in just a moment. Rain is waiting for that cross. They're waiting for the timing to line up. I guess they're waiting for the time to count down and wait for the right bump to strike. Rain will get the pick onto Mighty JS, out of the gate onto servers. Here comes the breach on fan. Voxel pushing in. Razor up above. Macius will get the kill onto Rain. As Baziek coming in now, flashing through servers. We'll get the push in there. And here comes the rotation coming in from Revive. We have OG Reese still stuck on the bomb, but Lewis in a good position to counter if OG Reese needs some help with somebody a little bit further away. Breezer does pick up the mop to try and get the cross pick and counter in towards storage. Moxel with the push fast to storage as Mace will get a kill into Lewis. And USC Certified will take out Voxel, running fast into storage on his own. A little bit dangerous there, but it didn't work out in his favor. Baziek is in position to fight against Augmentia. As Augmentia will get the kill to Baziek. It is now a 2v2. Macius and Razor versus Augmentia and USCA Certified. USCA getting picked by Razor with the mop. Nice shot there by Razor. Obstacle for the Grouper instead. Down to just a Gruber and Saber versus Augmentia hiding in the no man's land. They have a suspicion that he's going to be in no man's land. Here comes the bomb on storage, going for the ninja defuse. Macius, actually it is Augmentia now going for the flank, going for the wallbang attempt. Macius actually will get taken out by Augmentia. Augmentia, is he going to go for the save? He's going for the wallbang attempt onto Razor. Will Razor survive? Razor will get that bomb defuse, and Momentum will get the round win, 3-2. And the kill, finally. Razor gets the kill on Augmentia. So that is a round, all around for Momentum.
Oh, man, the bomb was facing the wrong way for the wallbang to happen. I really, really wish the bomb was, the opposite way, so we could see a wallbang potentially happen. Hey, I like to play both sides. I like to see people die. That's all I'm saying. A wallbang is a wallbang, and no matter what, it's cool to see. So it was a great attempt. Sadly, it didn't work out.
Indeed, that was a good approach by both sides. Really good rotations. Ultimately, the early pick on was definitely devastating, but I really think that the rotations was the key to that success there. Choosing
to use the split push onto fan and onto the green door really, really was worth it. I think it was. It worked out in the end, and they were able to take the victory. Next map. Back on Unyielding Lion. Last round, I believe we saw a defender victory on this one. Yes. Reese, I'm messing with you, Shark, was mopped up real quick as Macius was sitting in arcade with the mop, just picking away at the attackers. Really worked out. I want to see how Momentum will attack this one. They just defended on it. I want to see how it changes. The idea of potentially using Office as a kind of like a home base could be interesting. And my reason behind it is because it gives you the rotation out here in Storefront. It also lets you up here in Arcade. It gives you those two rotates, and not necessarily rotates, but just peeking onto those rooms and taking some people out, dealing some damage, possibly grabbing a frag or two. It will be worth it. So I hope we see some sort of, it could be defender, could be attacker, but using Office to their advantage. Just it's a separate room that people might not think to go through at this point. So I hope we get to see it have some sort of action. I hate to see rooms just get left in the dust.
Indeed, I could see Office as that strong position, but there is the disadvantage of that of the green door on Office to the outside. So if they do opt to breach, it's going to be very, very bad for anybody on the defensive side who's not ready for that push. We have Augmentia set up for a possible push on the Office, but it looks like a relatively split, good coverage on the for most of the site there by Revive. Rain is set up for a push on that red door if it's going to happen. QC certified set up to prevent a power play. Here comes the door breach, but actually Vox will get that shot in on towards Shed, looking to try and get the breach in. Long picks coming out from everybody. It looks like really a very, very long battle that's about to happen here with Momentum. Looking to get those shots and angles in through Shed. Augmentia playing close to the storefront. Not looking to make any sound. Momentum set up for a possible breach here on the tellers and on storefront. They're setting up their charges. They're about to breach. Augmentia rotates into a good position to counter any kind of push if they do go for tellers. IDJS setting it up. Here comes the breach. They're going to opt right for Office. As you can see, here comes the breach. And there it goes. Here's the wall breach. Good one flash. And MightyJS will be the first one to breach in. He will break down tellers. The doors are now open. Rain is in a dangerous position here, out exposed within Freezer. Oh, and USC Surf will get the kill on the Razor as Voxel and Baziek will push in storage. OG Reese is set up in position with the auto shot if they decide to push Arcade. OG Reese could get a kill here, but Baziek will take out USA Certified on the bathroom. Power is still on. It looks like Voxel will get taken out through the wall there by Rain. As Baziek tries to get the trade, and he will get the kill onto Rain as MightyJS goes for that Black Tar shot against Augmentia. Here comes the power play. Baziek will take out the power. Macius looking to cover it. MightyJS will get the kill on Augmentia. In the meantime, it is now OG Reese and Lewis on Arcade. Here comes the smoke within Arcade to prevent them peeking out in towards Tellers. MightyJS is on the bomb. Baziek about to push OG Reese with the auto shotty, and OG Reese will obviously get the kill on the Baziek. A little bit dangerous there. Macius will get the kill on the Lewis in the meantime. Down to just a 1v2 scenario. OG Reese versus Macius and MightyJS on the backside. OG Reese has a very, very good Molotov on the bomb. Macius is coming in on the backside. MightyJS looking for the shot across. Macius, Saber versus auto shotty, and the Saber wins the battle. MightyJS will get that bomb defused, and that is the round for Momentum, 5-2.
Wow, the auto shotgun couldn't quite get the wall bang in, though the Saber took its place and got the kill. As well as that was such a close round. That was down to last, 2 to 3 seconds?
Yeah.
That was very intense, and Momentum is doing a great job bringing their score 2-4, or 4-2 technically.
What an interesting battle of different sides and different performances. We really saw the attacking side use a lot of really, really good long crosspicks. They used that weapon advantage to their advantage a lot more than the defensive side. The defensive had a really, really good counter to try and prevent things from happening, but ultimately they were kind of just out of position where they really couldn't use their kind of smaller movement and their smaller weapons to their advantage. They kept having to try and do long battles with weapons that aren't suited for it, and ultimately that did cost them the round.
We are on to a new set of maps. Tempest Absolute. What a cool name as well. We see yet another breezeway. This one leads directly into training, which has the button for Vault. Wow, so Vault is in the lower part, the southern part of this map, next to Club. The door will swing open and lock off that entire bit of, I think you cannot hop over these walls right here. You cannot. So it will lock off that entire bit, splitting the map essentially in half, making this, 2 separate parts of the map. The only way to get through is Breezeway. It'd be dumb to not try this, right? just rush into breezeway, do a train of flashes, bang, 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 you're already in, and you get that button down quickly. Because, you don't get affected by flashes. So why would you not just let loose a whale of them? As well as there is a little cheeky like a little spot over here on the west side of training that could potentially be used.
I could definitely see that happening with OG Reese is set up in position to possibly use that. It looks like they're expecting that training heavily push in there. There's also a red door on the backstage area that in through breezeway that could be very, very effective. Although we do see Revive set up in a very, very advantageous position to catch out anybody pushing on through breezeway. But there is a red door at lockers, and it looks like that's going to be Momentum's plan is to push through lockers, break through office, and then go for backstage and possibly training. Although they're probably going to have to go through the breezeway in order to get to there because there is that wall blocking that push. We see a double split push here. Baziek waiting to breach this up. Voxel, here comes the shot. A nice Molotov to block off that push towards training, giving him a bit of time to kind of re-strategize and figure out what's going to happen. Looks like Lewis trying to get some shots in towards Macius. Macius is set up with that Saber, trying to get the kill onto possibly a player in office, as would be Augmentia, waiting for that push. UC Certified will get a couple chip damages into Macius there. And here comes the push. Voxel getting the kill. He will get the kill onto UC Certified. Lewis gets the kill onto Voxel in the meantime. MindJS will get the kill onto Lewis as Macius takes out Augmentia in the backside. Nice plays there as partial control. And there it goes. That is final full control of training. Just like that, attackers now have control of the office as Rain will go partial UAV jumping through club there. Rain with the rotation down, about to fight into Razor. As Rain will get the kill onto Razor, will get almost another kill onto Baziek, but Baziek will stay alive. And just like that, it is a sweep of the defenders. Momentum take it 5-2.
Wow. Great job, Momentum. Really just pushing in there. And, taking what's yours. Just dealing some damage. There's a lot of stuff happening in training. And I told you that'd be the place to watch. And it was. So, good job, Momentum. Really great job just holding that area. Or taking that area, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a really, really good battle in training there. They defense side had a really good Molotov to block that push, but then they just played to the attacking side's strengths of going for the long picks. Even though it's still Kill House, which is a relatively small map, they still played to that strong advantage of their weaponry, and that really did work out well for them. Going for the aggressive pushes, going for multiple flashes, that's what they needed to. The bottom push worked relatively well, but still, Baziek did come in for a really good support to prevent Razor's death from being in vain, and ultimately Baziek coming in for the flank was really, really effective on that last kill to get them that round win.
That brings the score 2-5, favoring Momentum. This is it. These are the last two rounds. They only need 2 more rounds to win. And Revive, if I'm correct, they need to take a majority, or let's see, they have 5 left? They have to take all of these to win. So we're either going to see a huge reverse sweep from Revive, or, and sadly what I think will happen, is Momentum will just be able to take this and finish off the set and the game and the match for that matter. Oh my goodness, talking over myself. Northern Sphere. This is our factory map of this map rotation. Huge map. Docks, shelving, and generator are all in this trio of open space. We can just dub this the no man's land of this factory map. Bomb is sitting in between shelving and generator, which will lead to a potential quick docks play, pop a smoke there, and just try to get that ninja to fuse. Do it as fast as possible. It will be tough to do, no matter what angle you're going to be taking. Even if you do come from servers, take your time, go through these green doors under here, that's a lot of clearing you're going to have to do. The fastest route to bomb is docks or fan. I think, if anything, we might see a docks play here. Our defenders seem like defenders will be expecting that. There is not a lot of space in between the bomb and dock, right? I fully expect to see Mop here. I fully expect to see a lot of Molotovs on this map. Just really, really trying to hold off against this docks push, or just this long range map. This map is all about this long range. So you can definitely expect to see much more long-range weapons here.
Indeed, it looks like they have set up for the long-range push. A lot of Legros's, Ingmar's, almost nobody running a shotgun in this current setup for the defenders, although attackers running similarly long weapons. APS has a quite a bit of range to it for being a 5.56, and of course Black Tar's coming out as well. Macius looking for a possible fan shot, looking for a fantastic pick towards Rain, but Rain is set up on that fan position, waiting for anybody to be a little bit too risky for that peek. Looks like they're going to go for the dock play, running in fast. They could go for a split push on fan, but we'll have to see if they opt to fan out and go that way. But it looks like they're actually making a lot of sound on this rotation out towards dock. That's going to allow a Revive to hear him coming and aim and be ready for that push. Razor is coming in slow and steady, but they already gave their sound position away. Rain is waiting for that fan push, expecting a double take, but it is all 5 members of their team focused on the docks push. It's going to be fast. It's going to be quick. Here comes the door breach. And Macius will get the early kill to Lewis as soon as that breach is out. A nice smoke on that shelving position there. Rain looking for the shots to rain out as Augmentia will get the kill on the Razor. Baziek will now push in with MightyJS. Baziek being the point man in this push here. Rain will get the map shot onto Baziek. Nice shot there. Voxel looking to trade it out. Rain getting pushed, and Voxel will get the kill onto Rain. Voxel taking a little bit of damage and still staying alive. Meanwhile, USC Certified will not get the kill onto MightyJS, as MightyJS will win that fight, as OG Reese will get the kill on MightyJS. Augmentia trading, taking out Voxel. Now a 1v2 scenario. It is now Macius with the Saber versus Augmentia and OG Reese. Augmentia is looking for this angle alongside OG Reese. Macius will get the kill on OG Reese. 1 more to go. 1v1. It is all down to this. Nice smoke here. They're going to have to push through the smoke. Who's going to win this? The KNU or the Saber, and the pistol kill from Macius will get the round win for Momentum, 6-2.
Wow, Macius twice now has clutched with the Saber. This is his 2nd time. I cannot believe it. He's doing a fantastic job with the Saber.
Indeed, I think Macius has rattled his Saber to the point that Revive can no longer revive their chances of a win, but a tie is still possible for Revive, although the comeback for this is going to be a very, very legendary one if it happens. But this is going to be a interesting set of rounds, or at least a set of round, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But really, really strong plays there by the aggressive attacking side. Defense set up at a good position. They just ultimately couldn't land the shots they had to land to get that round win. Still fantastic performance by both teams, but really Macius coming in clutch. 2v1 with the Saber against the KNU and that other weapon, the Ingmar. Fantastic performance there.
Truly. And this, sad enough to say, will be potentially the final round. And this is our first time seeing this new C-Store map. I hope it isn't. I really want to see this go on longer. But Momentum could just wrap this up. It could be the final bit. Ooh, we have a very long storage right here. This is the first thing I noticed. This is definitely going to be used by our defenders, whether it be sitting in these back corners behind these head height defenses, or just using it as a great rotation tool. The power is an arcade, which I don't think will be taken just because power in arcade or power in C-Store is, I'm gonna be real, in my opinion, I don't really think it's that good. Just because there's so many other things that illuminate. Take the vending machines, for example. Take the arcade machines, for example. They all illuminate on their own. So I don't even think power is going to be considered. If it is, I'd be surprised. The other thing to notice is the storefront does have a skylight to drop down into. They can drop down there. That's their basic free green. That's the only green that they can go into. That can lead them into storage. That can not storage. That can lead them into freezer or arcade. The bomb is in bathroom. I don't know how our attackers are going to be, really attacking this map. It's such a convoluted, scrunched up map with really just interesting entries. Each of them will get you, the shed red door will get you close to bathroom, but it might not be exactly worth it. In terms of entry, I don't know. I hope to see that they go through shed and really just take it. Wait, they don't have a charge.
I think they're out of charges. Yeah, they're going to probably have to go through the storefront,
Are
as
they
I think
out
that
of
is their
charge?
only options.
No,
I think they're
they
going to
do
be
have a
charged. Oh,
charge. They have
Yeah,
one
looks
charge. Okay. I
Oh,
was
okay.
I was like, what?
Interesting. Yeah, that would have been interesting trying to go for that. Like, they go for the shed door breach. Will they go for the actual push in there? We'll have to wait and see. Lewis is waiting for that rotation. Set up near the bomb. Razor looking for the shot through storefront. Looking for a couple easy picks if he can find any. But Rain is ready to pick anything up if Razor does whiff this. Rain is set up with the flare though, so they are expecting a power play. Augmentio, here comes the breach on shed. A flash. And that is all it wrote for this office push. They take control of the office. But Lewis is waiting for this push on the bomb, guarding it. As USC Certified waits for the Molotov breach. Augmentia going for the fight against Razor. As Augmentia rotates back, looks to play it safe. Rain is also watching on that teleposition for that push by Razor. Actually looks like Razor might still be up above. We'll have to wait and see. Here comes the Molotov there. Voxel ring in danger close as Lewis will get the kill on the Voxel. IGS trading, taking out Lewis on the backside. OG Reese is now flanked in with that auto shotty. Oh, and Razor will get the kill onto Rain as he gets... Oh, Augmentia will actually get the trade onto Razor. Here comes the grenade. Oh, a double grenade on that bomb. One more to go. They're already on the defuse. Augmentia has to rotate fast and quick. He's going through Fraser. He has to hurry. 70% are remaining. They have to go. 90 seconds left. Augmentia, too late. Just like that, momentum take the game. 7-2.
That frag, though, that was a beautiful frag onto the bomb site, really just clearing out not one, but two of the defenders. That brings Mighty to a 3K for our final round. Congratulations to both teams. You played a fantastic game, no matter what side you were on. Wow.
Yeah, that was what an experience and what a round to have as the final one for this matchup. Really good performance by both teams. Really, we saw the aggressive, that perfect grenade on that bathroom push. That could have been the defenders' round if they didn't have that grenade go off in there. They had really strong control of that bathroom positions there. They could have easily pushed in through that Molotov towards that through the barbed wire there. That could have really been their round win. But that grenade just destroyed Revive's momentum. Quiet Lily allowing the momentum to get the momentum they needed for that win.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I am so happy to be back. Even though it's just the qualifiers right now, I'm happy to be back. I'm so happy to have Shark here with me. Alrighty. I think we will be wrapping it up. This was the last round for the qualifiers. We will have, all of the information on who made it later on. We will not be doing an announcement until we have gotten all the correct information. We don't want to bring you false information, okay? Thank you so much for watching. My name is Plague, and today I was joined by Stuffed Shark. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Tensions rise, they push me to divert my vision.